What is up, Entree Woman TV entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs? This is your host, Diana Gladney, help you transition your passion into the business that you love. And yes, this is a late night stream. Tonight, we're just doing a quick little fireside chat, if you will, talking about how to grow your business after your 9 to 5 job. So I know most of the community still work a job, still grinding, still hustling, still cranking out, trying to start your business, even though you still work. That is not a problem. You can still do it. I know that you can, and I've helped others to do it as well. So again, my name is Diana with Entree Women TV, helping you transition your passion into the business that you love. So I'm super pumped about tonight. Kind of impromptu, actually really impromptu, with just the content decided. I wanted to do a live stream. Typically, we do the live streams on Saturday around about afternoon-ish, somewhere between the 1 and 3 o'clock world of the time. So just trying to do something a little bit different. Maybe do a late night live stream. See how that works out for us. So we are actually nearing the 100 subscriber mark here on YouTube, and I couldn't be more excited. Most times when you're creating content, if you're brand new in business and kind of just starting out on any social media platform, people look at the numbers and say, oh, I only have 10 people, I only have 5 people, I only have 30 people. But if you think about it, however many people that you have that are subscribed to your email list, that are involved in your community, doing whatever it takes, and they decide that they want to follow you, imagine being in a room and doing a public speaking engagement, 30, 50, 80, 90, 100 people. It completely changes your perspective on that. So honor the people that follow you. I honor and respect you guys. I actually kind of want to do something special once we hit the 100 mark. I'm not sure yet. I think I have maybe some free gift ideas in mind. Again, I'm not sure. Let me know if you have any ideas. Even if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for tuning in. So let's jump into the content. So had a little warm up buffer there. So let's jump into the content. So, and again, this isn't really planned out. It's just something I just had an impromptu idea, something I want to talk about tonight because it's essential when you're first getting started in your business. And when I say when you're first getting started in business, that doesn't mean that you necessarily literally just started like today, this year, this week, or whatever the case may be, even the end of last year. A new startup entrepreneur, you could be in that first 1, 3, 5 year phase, right? Because life is happening to us all, right? But one of the great things the great Jim Rohn said is that the winds of life blows on us all, but it's the set of the sail that really counts and that matters. So life happens, things get in the way. You slow down, you speed up, you hit it real hard, then you back off, you forget it, you quit, you come back at it. You go through all of this world of emotions of starting and stopping and stuff like that. So that's why those first 1 to 5 years are so crucial and important to when you're first getting started. And so with that, So again, I just wanted to just do a quick chat about this. So what I'm talking about is how to work your business in between a 9 to 5 job, right? It could be difficult, it could be tough, it could be hard, but you can do it. And here's why. So how you're able to grow your business when you're starting just kind of like on a 9 to 5 schedule, or you're going after the 9 to 5. So let's say you got family, let's say you have kids. Everybody says the kids like they are a disease. But anyway, so you have kids, you have responsibilities. You may take care of your elderly parents. You may do a lot of stuff, community work, church work. I do a lot with my community and our ministry. So it can be a lot. I get it. And you feel like you don't have a lot of time to start a business. That's one of the most common issues that a lot of people will bring up, is that I really don't have the time for this. I want to, but I really don't have the time for it. And so the way that you're able to do that, again, is that, fortunes are made from 5 until you faint, average career, 9 to 5 job, not necessarily average, but just everyday basic person, work 9 to 5, that takes care of your bills, maybe, hopefully, most of it. You're right. But from 5 until you faint is really the magic hour. It's really the magical time that you're able to put in the hustle, put in the work, and really, really start to create a change. And so with that, you have to plan. You have to plan. I'm just adjusting some settings and stuff. So you see me look around. That's all I'm doing. So you have to plan for real. Like you really, really, truly have to plan. If you only have 15 minutes, if you only have 5 minutes, you do not have time to see what, new statuses have popped up in the last 15 minutes on Facebook, or see who retweeted you, or any of that stuff. When you dedicate time to doing something, you really, really have to dedicate that time to getting just that thing done, or doing just only that thing, and stop trying to be, just like multi-focused on a lot of different things. Sometimes that can be one of the greatest hindrances to actually just having some progressive steps. That's one of my mantras, is daily progressive steps. Well, you're not able to take daily progressive steps because you're not really doing anything to progress, right? You're not really taking a step. You kind of lift your leg up on the step, kind of go over, then you kind of pull it back. You're just kind of doing that motion, but you're not really moving forward. And so with that, you really have to figure out, okay, I have 45 minutes. Maybe this is the lunch break. If you got an hour, you squeeze down whatever, maybe shake, let's say a protein shake or something like that, to kind of eat or just kind of fill your stomach in the 15 minutes or whatever. And then you're going to take the 45 minutes and genuinely work. You can find a quiet place, maybe go to your car, drive off someplace, whatever. You got 45 minutes to focus and hone in on your business. What are you going to do? And so when you're budgeting your time, it's kind of just try to figure out what you want to do. You got to make sure that you are staying focused. You really, really got to stay focused. Don't let your phone distract you. Just like mine, I just kind of heard it buzzing off. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. And it's just like, I kind of got that twist. Like, I want to check it. I want to see what it is. Okay, so I thought I put it on silent. It should have been on silent, because when that happens, now I've detracted a little bit. I've kind of mentally checked out, like, oh man, what was that? So again, so the same stuff happens when you're budgeting out your time. You're trying to figure out what you should be doing or what you want to do. You have whatever in mind. Make sure that you're taking time out to really focus on what you're doing. You got to be laser focused for the 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is. Carve out that time and really hone in. Turn off the ringer, literally put it on silent. Literally just unplug from everything else. Nothing else matters. Or if you have where you're working on your computer, so like I have 2 screens that I use, 1 tab, not 16. It's easy to get, if you're not a person that has like 16, 20 tabs going up at one time, then, I just don't know. But for me, that's me. I got a lot of stuff going on, focused on a lot of different things, moving stuff or working between multiple programs to achieve one goal. So I'm not all over the place. I'm really focused in on it. So again, if it is something that is just maybe 1 tab, one program that you're working on, it doesn't require you to use anything else. Focus on that one thing. Move everything else away. Turn off like those Facebook notifications that could come in on your computer. It's like the worst thing that I could do. I'm in the middle of editing. I'm in the middle of recording on the camera. If I'm doing something with the web camera, I'm getting ready for a call, and I see that kind of zip through on the screen. And again, you're completely distracted mentally from what you're doing, and you get distracted. So all distractions are equal. All distractions keep you from achieving the goal of what you want. The second big thing, the hugest I don't even know if most people realize it, but budgeting your time comes with planning that time. So it's not about just when you get 45 minutes, trying to figure out what you're going to do with the 45 minutes, like really plan that out. So most of you guys know, if you've listened to the podcast or anything like that, I've even shared on here different, live streaming platforms and whatnot about the health challenges that I've had. And so when there were days where I literally was just like bedridden, on medication, and maybe I'm in and I'm out. So one of the things that I personally, you don't have to necessarily do this. I personally, keep my journal in the bed with me, or whatever book that I'm reading, I'm really focusing in on that particular book. And so I'll have that. So when I come back conscious again, the medicine's kind of worn off, woken up again, then, picking back up from where I'm reading off, and I'm focused on one common general thing. So let's say I'm focusing on public speaking, which is a topic that we're going to get into here on the channel. So if I'm focusing on public speaking, then I want to focus on public speaking, not video marketing, not the sales conversation, not pricing, not any of that. And again, all those topics, I have to rearrange stuff on the channel. We're going to get to that. Okay. I promise. So, but I want to focus on video marketing. So maybe I have 3 books. I have 3 books that I want to focus on, and all of them, it may be one chapter in one book. And I'm only focused on that one chapter. Yes, at a later date, I may read the book, but sometimes I've bought books, like as you can see. I don't even know. Let me see if you can see. Yeah. So that one is not one that's full yet. I have like one shelf. I got some stuff on. Another one, it's got like other stuff on or whatever. And then books on the bottom primarily. Then I got another one up here. 2 more, 2 or 3 more in my living room. And so, I got books everywhere. I got books everywhere, bookshelves everywhere. And so when I'm buying a book, it's not always about reading the book. Eventually, I will get to reading the entire book. But when you're studying a piece of content, something that's really important to you, something that you really got to focus on, something that you just have to get, then focus on that one thing. You may get 3 other books, even from the library, and you're just getting it for that one solid golden chapter. And then you take those things that you have, that you pull out, the ideas that you get, the techniques that you may learn, whatever business that you're in, there's always that one thing that you can pull out of it. And if you get one idea, then the book is paid for itself. If you get one idea, the gas that it took for you to get to the library, it pays for itself, but you have to put it into action. And the only way that you're gonna make them, and I'm saying 45 minutes because I think any and everybody can get at least 45 minutes somewhere, cut something out. And TV is a huge one of those, but I'm not gonna get on that soapbox, okay? So again, like when you're talking about like how can I grow my business, you got to plan for it. Success just does not happen. Success just does not pop up. There are great opportunities. There are things that arise, and you have to plan first. You have to plan for it. You want growth, you got to plan for it. You want success, you got to plan for it. You want more, whatever, customers, clients, product sales, attention, whatever, you got to plan for it. Because in order for you to execute it, otherwise you're just kind of throwing darts and crap up against the wall, trying to see what sticks. You got to plan for it. And so again, if you only got whatever amount of time, maybe you have some health challenges or whatever, days that you don't feel so well, or days you're just kind of feeling like, I don't know, not really feeling like taking any action on anything, or maybe I really don't have a lot of time for it, but I am able to take some time to plan for it. Maybe you have one day a week that you can really take to focus in on like doing the activity of your business. Maybe that's a Sunday. It could be a Sunday evening. Maybe you got 4 hours that you can squeeze out. You can get rid of everybody, give the kids some NyQuil or whatever. Not suggested, but I'm just saying, you can like clear the house and do whatever, right? Get in the corner of the basement and record the videos, or, whatever the case is that you need to do in your business for you to make those 4 hours worth the most, for you to really maximize that time. You got to plan for it. You gotta plan for it. I can't emphasize that enough. You got to plan for it so that you can execute it, so that you can start getting and producing the things that you want. Because when you're working a job, that job commands at least 40 hours. If you're doing anything else, the word commands more, even more precious are the minutes that you have to focus on your business. Even more are the precious minutes that you have with your family. So you have to be fully present wherever you are, whenever that you are. And it's hard when you work a job and you have a business and you want to do this and you want to do that or whatever. Your mind is all over the place when you are at work. But when you have successfully, strategically, efficiently planned out the time that you're going to do, like I got 6 hours on Sunday, I can really, just lock in, close the door, throw away the key for a few hours and just go. I can just go. But you got to plan for it. You got to be present when you're there at your job, so that that's taken care of. You're not causing any stress. You're not just impromptu, maybe quitting or something like that, causing more financial strain on yourself, your family, and stuff like that. That's a whole nother conversation. And then When you are with your family, you're not thinking about your job and you're not talking about your job. You've clocked out. When you clock out for real. That's another big, big hindrance. It's like how to grow in your business. Stop thinking about your freaking job. Like, stop. Like, let it go. You clock out. You know, forget Susie. Susie doesn't matter. She's not there. Stop bringing that woman in your house. Stop bringing that man in your house. Stop bringing your supervisor in your house. Stop bringing your work in your house. Don't put that stuff in your bedroom. Leave it in the car. Put it in the trunk. Whatever. Keep it away. Like, and that's another thing. It's like you got to the mentality when it comes to entrepreneurship is one of the greatest things that you can do and take control of to really just exponentially grow your business far beyond and far faster than what you probably thought or what you could imagine. And so, I mean, it's just sometimes it can be simple things and sometimes it can be, you know, more obvious things or, you know, maybe a little bit more difficult stuff. But at the same time, again, like it's the psychology of entrepreneurship matters so much more than necessarily the activities, not negating that you got to put in the work, but it definitely does mean that you have got to plan for the time that you are going to take action. Otherwise, you're just kind of mindlessly moving about, and that is not it's not what you want. It's really not what you want. So how to really grow in your business, you got to plan for it. You got to budget out your time. You got to be mentally present when you're doing a thing, when you're with your family. Be present. Don't be miles away thinking about the business. Don't be miles away thinking about the job. Don't bring the job home in your conversation or anything. Leave it where it is. So you got to unplug. And then you really got to plan. Like I said, I can't almost get off of it. Like, you really, really have to plan for it, because whatever time that you have is limited and it's precious. And those minutes that you have that you can contribute to your business, you have to do it. Like, you owe it to yourself to give it your all. You owe it to yourself to just blow that thing out of the water. And so there may be education time. So one of the things I like to do, one of my little hacks for what I call workpreneurs, the working entrepreneur, is that TV time, entertainment time, so games is one of the big things back in the day. I had to take off my phone. It's not happening. We're not playing Ruzzle. We're not playing Farmville. We're not playing Words with Friends. We're not playing Angry Birds, like I said, back in the day now. So we're not playing any more games on the phone. All that stuff comes off. Just all distractions are equal. What's more important, this game or what you're trying to do with your business and where you're trying to go and what you want to accomplish. Being able to create time and financial freedom within yourself, even incrementally, creating a bigger gap and a space between the end of your money and the end of the month, as far as like needing to have some breathing room, right? So what's more important? And so one of the things is like acronym that I learned from excellent entrepreneur, great mentor of mine that I used to have. He would always talk about the WIN formula, and there actually is a formula, but at the same time, the acronym WIN, what's important now. The way to win is focus on what is important right now. What thing do I need to really focus on right now? What thing is going to make the difference right now? What thing is really going to move that needle in what I'm trying to do right now? And so, like I said, so it becomes to a certain extent like a uncomfortable kind of thing, but there is no comfortable way to start a business and work a job. There just isn't. I mean, dang, I guess I didn't cut my phone off. Thought I did. Nope, sure didn't. So, see, I forgot. I apologize. So if you're watching on the replay, I guess I should have stopped it a long time ago or checked on it. But either way, so what I'm saying, like, so my hacks for is trying to like get that balance of entertainment, as far as, because you don't want to just feel like you're always clocked in, always working. I don't mind. I love it. I thrive off of it. I'm kind of a nerd and kind of geeky. So I love it. But one of my hacks is that any TV time, bathing time, maybe a little bit TMI, but bathing time, you're sitting back, maybe ladies, you know, we sit back for about an hour and we're sitting, tablets hanging up, or maybe you got a TV in your bathroom. I just like to use a little tablet and I have that set up and I watch YouTube, documentaries, whatever kind of, or here's a big one, video courses that I'm enrolled in, or programs, whatever it is, stuff that my coach sends me, information like that. I'm sitting literally and I'm watching or I'm listening to that stuff while I'm driving, while I'm bathing. Again, this may be too much, but it's just the truth. Like I said, these are my hacks. And while I'm eating, I don't like to read because I'm very particular about my books. I don't want no spills or food on them. So I'm very particular about having that kind of stuff, having food around my books. So I watch. Again, a big thing that I love to do. I love to watch YouTube. You can put any question that you have into YouTube. You can put anything that you want into YouTube, and it will kick you out an answer, just like Google. Of course, YouTube is owned by Google. Makes sense. So at the same time, you want to make sure. Looking at something else. Okay. At the same time, you want to make sure that, again, squeeze in the education when you can, because you will always need to learn more about your craft. If you know it all, then you've missed it already. If you think you know everything there is to know about your business, you've missed it already. There is a such thing called the teachability index. The teachability index, determines how teachable and coachable you are. If you are no longer teachable and coachable to where nobody can tell you anything about a specific thing, you think you know it, or you say, I don't want to watch that, I already know everything about it, or yeah, I'm solid on this, I don't need to keep watching this kind of video on whatever, then your teachability index, your teachability scale has decreased severely. You never want to be in that place. You always want to remain teachable and trainable so that you can always grow. Sometimes it's just a small, minute thing that causes us to be able to grow in our business. So it's just a couple of things I just wanted to touch on. Like I said, I honestly didn't kind of have anything planned per se, but there are some things that I want to kind of talk about on the channel tonight about how to grow after your 9-to-5 job. And a lot of that after 9-to-5 stuff comes from, like I said, the biggest tip that I could give you. It's all about the planning, because if you only have a small amount of time to really execute, then that means you need an even bigger gap of time wherever you have to take it from. And I do mean take that time from. You don't get to go to bed when you're an entrepreneur. Let's just put it out there. You don't get to go to bed when you're an entrepreneur, not on time. You just don't. There is no comfortable way. For you. You don't get the full maximum amount of sleep. Like your health, it will suffer a little bit. It will, because you're losing sleep. Maybe you're not drinking as much water as you're supposed to. I know I drink way too much coffee. I'm killing beans left and right. So again, like, there is no comfortable way. There is a sane way to go about doing it, but there is really no comfortable way to start being an entrepreneur when your time is already taken up by a job. There's no way. You're going to have to sacrifice some time. You're going to have to sacrifice some money. And that was one of the things that I was speaking with someone earlier. And I was saying, so the only money that you have at the time, just having the conversation, only money that you have coming in and coming out is your job, right? The bills that you have, they're recurring. So you have almost a set fixed amount for what you can do on your job on average. And you about have a same set amount of income that you have on average. It's not income, but bills that you have that have to get paid on average. Where is there space? I'm not even going to get into statistics of the dollar amounts that people have, the wiggle room, before they are in a place where they're bankruptcy. One missed car payment away from losing everything, as far as the amounts are concerned. And so where's the wiggle room? There isn't. Somebody is going to get paid late, or you're going to get tired because you're going to have to put in a little bit of overtime. There is no comfortable way to get out of what's called the rat race. There isn't. There just isn't. If you've never heard it before, I'm here to tell you, there just isn't. I pulled a lot of all-nighters. And so when you're first getting started, there's no comfortable way. You're going to be uncomfortable. You got to get out of your comfort zone as well. So it's a lot of little mechanics, a lot of things doing that go into that. And so when I'm working with somebody, that's something that we have to talk about. It's you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work. You can't be afraid to put in the work. Do you want this? Yes or no? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want this? If you don't want this, cut it short right now. Stop. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting everybody else's time. Stop. If you want it and you want it bad, go for it. Get it. Take it. Because it's yours to seize. So I hope that you enjoyed this quick chat that we had tonight. I really don't even know how long I was going for tonight. So I'm curious, but how long we went. However, if you haven't already checked out the Basics to Starting a Business video series, updated for 2017, if you have not checked out that video series, go to startingyourbusiness.live. Again, that is startingyourbusiness.live. And so when you put that in, you sign up, you enter your name and your email address, you hit the button, and it says you want the video sent to you for over the course of 3 days. Over the course of 3 days, I will send you content in your email, as well as PDF worksheets and the video series, one video a day that you'll get that'll help walk you through the what to do's when you're starting your business and focus on what's important right now so that you can win when you're starting your small business. So again, that's go to startingyourbusiness.live. So I will see you guys later. And as always, my friends, live with passion. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, everyone. Love you guys. Bye.